Good morning, ma'am. My topic today is jobs to grade. The job to grades is evaluation points are translated into job grades. There are no specific rules on how to construct a table as long as the progression of points and the corresponding job grades are reasonable. Job grades most compensation schemes start with grade structure. There's a notes. First, the minimum and maximum salary range are from negative to positive 15% on 25% of the salary midpoint. Number 2, the salary midpoint is usually 20% to 30% higher than the previous grade point. Broad banding. Broad banding uses very wide grade range such as positive in negative 30% to 60% of the salary midpoint. It is only a matter of combining, for example, grade 1 and 2 into band A and grade 3 and 4 into a band B, etc. However, bands that are too wide create problems. To avoid this, companies create sub-bands by splitting a big broad band like band C2, C2, 1, and C2. Ang broadbanding ay gumagamit ng malawak na hanay ng grado. Ito ay simpleng sama-sama lamang. Halimbawa na dito yung grade 1 at 2 sa banda A at grade 3 at 4 naman sa banda B. Gayunpaman, ang banda ay malawak, kaya nagdudulot din ito ng problema. Kaya para maiwasan ang problema, ang kumpanya ay gumawa ng isang sub-band sa pamamagitan ng paghati nito sa broadbanding. Example na ang band C2, C1, and C2. A company may also compress several grades for its employees from 10 to 4 bands such as 1. Professional, 2. Management, 3. Technical, 4. Clerical, and staff. Meanwhile, incremental progression within the band or grade is determined through any of the following option. First, experience. Number 2, skill and competencies. Number 3, contributions. And number 4, performance. Contingent pay. Contingent pay is a pay change on the top of the base rate and linked to any of the following: performance, competency, contribution, or skill of employees. Contingent pay can be applied to individual or groups. Content pay, ito yung sistema ng pagbabayad ng pagdagdag sa basic rate. Content pay ay pwede rin ito i-apply to individual or groups of people. Individual pay. Number 1, pay for performance shame. And on top of the basic pay is a bonus given based on performance. It motivates employees to perform well. It also sends the message that good performance is always rewarded. It is also linked to attaining organizational objectives. However, it may be subjective since it may totally rely on performance. Thus, the company should have good performance management system. It should rely on quality and not quantity. This is also known as performance-related pay is a compensation system that rewards employee based on their individual or team performance. Ang pay for performance schemes o may bonus na binibigay batay sa pagganap ng empleyado. Ito ay nagbibigay sa kanila ng motivation para sa magtrabaho pa sila ng mabuti. Nagpapakita din ito ng magandang pagganap dahil sa binibigyan sila ng bonus bukod sa basic pay rate nila. Number 2, pay for competencies shame. This is given depending on the level of competencies gained on the job. It encourages enhancement of competence among the workforce. However, it is quite hard to assess or gauge competence level. It ignores output levels. An excellent competency framework is needed when using this type of content pay. Pay for competence in shames is also known as a competency-based pay is a compensation systems that rewards employees based on their skills, knowledge, and abilities rather than solely on their job title or years of experience. Ang ganitong sistema ay nagbibigay ng bayad depende sa antas ng kakayahang natamo sa trabaho. Number 3, pay for contribution shame. It focuses on the combination of competency and output levels. It provides employees the opportunity to develop their competency levels and increase their output levels at the same time. However, this may be difficult to manage because managers have to assess both the competency and the performance of employees. These schemes recognize and reward employees for their contributions beyond the normal expectation of the rules. Ang sistemang ito ay nakatuon sa kombinasyon ng kakayahan and antas ng output. Number 4, pay for skill shame. This payment shame depends on acquired skills advantageously. It encourages employees to learn more skills. These shames may be expensive because of a company may have to pay for a skill which is not really necessary or it is not being used by the employee. Pay for skill shames is also a compensations model where employees are rewarded based on the skills they possess rather than their job title or seniority. This approach encourages people to continuously learn and develop new skills. Number 5, pay for service. This is usually paid yearly on the basis of an employee's continued services. On the one on the one hand, people perceive it as fair since all are treated equally regardless for performance, skills, acquired or competencies level. On the other hand, it feels to reward those who contribute more to the achievement of the company. Pay for service is a broad term that encompasses various compensations models where individuals are paid directly for the services they provide rather than receiving a regular salary or wage. This approach offers flexibility and independence, particularly for professional or skilled individuals who, who prefer to work on a project by project basis or offer their expertise as needed. Next is group pay. Number 1 is team-based pay. This is given to groups or employees who perform similar and related jobs and usually measured in terms of the achievement or certain quota or service delivery standards. Members are paid a bonus which is given proportionately according to their basic rate. In some organizations, the bonus is divided equally. Time-based pay allows for cooperation and teamwork. Working with teams also requires flexibility. However, this patience is only effective for highly cohesive groups. In the long run, these arrangements may spark conflict as those employees will perceive themselves to be contributing more to the team are more likely to be disappointed if bonuses are divided equally. There can also be pressures because same employees may not conform to group norms. Time-based pay is also known as a group incentive pay. It's a compensations model where a portion of an employee's pay is tied to the performance of their team. This approach encourages collaboration, teamwork, and shared responsibility for achieving organizational goals. Number two, organizations wide pay. This is given to employees on the basis of the achievement of organizational performance or achievement of goals. There are the two types. A. Gain sharing. Gain sharing is a based on bonus plan wherein employees are allowed to share in the financial gains of the company. This is related specifically to the productivity and performance improvement of the employees. For example, a bonus may be given if sales revenue surpass the company's sales or targets. B. Profit sharing is a given to employees either in the form of cash or shares of stock, the value of which depends on the management discretion. Usually, the managements decide which portion of the profits will be shared with employees. Next, compensation for special groups. Special work groups are paid differently as compared to the other types of personnel. These groups include the following directors or executives, sales, personals, and laborers or manual workers. Compensation for special groups requires a noun-sense approach, acknowledging the specific needs, challenges, and contributions of diverse individuals within the workforce. This is often involves tailoring compensation strategies addressed to factors. Number 1. Directors Executive pays. The members of the top management usually receive the following basic salary, incentive stock options, and bonuses. Basic salary is usually negotiated. It also depends on company performance. Bonuses and incentives are commonly paid as a percentage of basic salary. Most companies have shares of stock given to directors and executives. Compensation for directors and executives is a complex and often controversial topic balancing consideration of performance, equity, and transparency. Number 2. Sales staff's pay. There are four basic schemes: salary only, basic salary plus bonus, basic salary plus commissions, and commissions only. A. Salary only. It is a given to sales personnel who just represent the company and are not really involved in direct selling. B. Salary plus commission. This is combination of basic salary and commissions computed as a percentage of the sales volume. C. Salary plus bonus. This is combination of basic salary and bonus which is given when a salesperson exceeds a particular sales quota or some other sales objectives. D. Commissions only. This is given to a salesperson when immediate sales results are achieved and he/she is not directly involved in non-selling activities. A. Other non-cash rewards. Some companies provide car plans, gasolines, and or transportations in meal allowance. Last is manual workers or laborers pay. Payments are made through time rates such as hourly rates, day rates, or flat rates. Hourly Hourly or day rates are payments made on the basis of the number of hours or works day. Flat rates are usually given depending on the service rendered, etc. Flat rate for plumbing services. Payment can be also be made terms of basis of work, numbers of output produced. Compensation for manual workers or laborers, often referred to us as blue-collar workers is crucial aspect of ensuring a fair and sustainable workforce.